Massive trade alert. Are the Buffalo Bills about to unleash the scariest offense in the National Football League? Reports suggest Buffalo could be signing 2 elite playmakers, a move that might completely transform the way this team attacks defenses. With superstar quarterback Josh Allen already leading one of the most explosive units in football, adding more weapons could push the Bills to an entirely new level. But here's the big question. Who are these mystery playmakers, and what did Buffalo sacrifice to make this deal happen? If this trade is confirmed, it could send a powerful message across the league. The Bills are all in for a Super Bowl run. Massive trade alert. This is not a drill, Buffalo Bills fans. Something huge is unfolding right now, and it could completely reshape the balance of power in the entire National Football League. If you thought this team was already dangerous, what you're about to hear might just take them to an entirely different level. Because according to emerging reports and insider buzz, the Bills are aggressively working on a massive trade package to bring in not 1, but 2 elite playmakers. And if this deal gets finalized, we could be looking at the scariest offense in football. Yes, even more explosive than anything we've seen in recent years. Now, before we break it all down, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because we're bringing you the fastest and most exciting Bills news as it happens. Let's dive right into it. The Buffalo Bills have been knocking on the door of greatness for a few seasons now. Led by superstar quarterback Josh Allen, this team has consistently been one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. Allen's combination of arm strength, mobility, and fearless playmaking has already made him one of the most electrifying players in football. But here's the problem. Despite all that talent, the Bills have struggled to get over the hump when it matters most. The playoffs have exposed one key issue: inconsistency in offensive weapons outside of their top stars. And that's exactly why this move is so important. Reports suggest that the Bills' front office, led by GM Brandon Beane, is going all in. They are not waiting. They are not playing it safe. They are targeting 2 dynamic playmakers who can instantly transform this offense into a nightmare for opposing defenses. We're talking about players who can stretch the field, break tackles, create separation, and most importantly, take pressure off Josh Allen. Now imagine this for a second. You already have Stefon Diggs, one of the best route runners and most reliable receivers in the NFL. Defenses already struggle to contain him. Now add 2 more explosive weapons into that mix. Suddenly, defensive coordinators are in serious trouble. Because who do you double team? Who do you focus on? Who do you stop? That's the kind of problem the Bills are trying to create. And if they succeed, this offense could become virtually unstoppable. Let's talk about what kind of players the Bills are targeting. Insiders are pointing toward a combination of a dynamic wide receiver and a versatile offensive weapon, possibly a hybrid running back or slot receiver who thrives in open space. Think speed, think agility, think yards after catch monsters. The goal here is clear. Give Josh Allen more options, more flexibility, and more mismatches. Because when Allen has time and weapons, we've seen what he can do. He can take over games single-handedly. He can turn broken plays into touchdowns. And now, the Bills want to amplify that ability even further. And here's where things get really interesting. This isn't just about adding talent. It's about identity. The Bills are signaling to the entire league that they are done being close. They are done being contenders. They want to be champions. And to do that, they are willing to make bold, aggressive moves. Now let's talk about the potential impact. If these 2 playmakers arrive, the Bills' offense could immediately jump into a new tier. We're talking top 3 offense in the league, maybe even number 1. Picture this: Josh Allen in shotgun, Stefon Diggs lined up wide, a new explosive receiver on the opposite side, a versatile weapon moving pre-snap, creating confusion, defenses scrambling, safeties shifting, linebackers hesitating, and then, boom, big play. That's the vision. And it's not just hype, it's strategic. The modern NFL is all about offensive firepower. Teams like the Kansas City Chiefs have shown how dangerous a high-powered offense can be when built correctly. The Bills are trying to replicate and possibly surpass that model. But of course, a move like this doesn't come without risk. A trade of this magnitude likely means giving up significant assets, draft picks, maybe even key players. And that's always a gamble, because if it works, you're a Super Bowl contender. But if it doesn't, you could be setting your team back. Still, it's clear the Bills are willing to take that risk. And honestly, it makes sense. Because in today's NFL, playing it safe rarely wins championships. You have to be bold. You have to be aggressive. And right now, the Buffalo Bills are doing exactly that. Now let's talk about how this affects the rest of the AFC. If this trade goes through, teams like the Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, and New England Patriots are going to have serious problems. Because stopping this offense would require near-perfect defense. And even then, it might not be enough. The AFC is already stacked with elite quarterbacks and high-powered offenses. Adding another supercharged unit into the mix just raises the level of competition even higher. And let's be real, that's exactly what fans want. More excitement, more big plays, more unforgettable moments, and the Bills seem ready to deliver all of that. Now, one more thing to consider: chemistry. Adding new players mid-structure isn't always easy. It takes time for quarterbacks and receivers to build trust. Timing, communication, and rhythm all matter. But if there's one quarterback who can adapt quickly, it's Josh Allen. He's proven that he can connect with new weapons and elevate their game. And if these incoming playmakers are as good as advertised, the adjustment period might be shorter than expected, which means the impact could be immediate. And that's a scary thought for the rest of the league. So what happens next? Right now, everything is developing fast. Negotiations, discussions, and internal evaluations are all happening behind the scenes. Nothing is officially confirmed yet, but the momentum is building. And where there's smoke, there's usually fire. Bills fans, this could be the move that defines your season. This could be the move that takes you from contender to champion. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think the Buffalo Bills should go all in on this trade? Are these the right moves to build a Super Bowl winning team? Or is this too risky? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because if this trade becomes official, you already know, we'll be here breaking it down instantly. This is huge, Bills Mafia, and the NFL might never be the same.